This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand for the morning of August 8th, 2022. I'm Wes Mills. Indianapolis-based Eli Lilly and Company says it plans to look outside Indiana for future expansion projects as a result of the passage of Senate Bill 1, the state's new anti-abortion law signed Friday by Governor Eric Holcomb. Lilly has been headquartered in Indiana for more than 145 years. The pharmaceutical company says the new law will force it to look for employment growth outside its home state. Lilly says it's concerned the law will hinder its ability to attract diverse scientific, engineering, and business talent from around the world. The ban goes into effect next month. Also on Friday, the governor signed a relief bill that will provide $200 rebate payments from the state's surging budget surplus. Though below his initially proposed $225 refunds, Holcomb says the measure fulfills what he set out to do when calling the General Assembly into special session. The bill represented a concession from GOP senators who were initially wary that the rebates would further fuel inflation. The pandemic decimated the convention and tourism sector, an estimated $500 million loss to Indianapolis, but there are signs the industry is back. Tourism officials at Visit Indy say last year, Indianapolis hosted more in-person events than any city in the country, and to date this year, Indy has the highest downtown hotel occupancy in the U.S. for convention business. Senior Vice President of Visit Indy, Chris Gall, appeared on Inside Indiana Business with Gary Dick.
We were proud. No other city in the nation hosted more live in-person events and conventions than Indianapolis, Indiana, 255 to be precise, here at the Convention Center and Lucas Oil Stadium, and that helped create a pathway for us to be stronger and quicker to recover than most major cities.
Visit Indy was forecasting a full recovery to Indy's convention and tourism business by 2024, but it appears it will now happen in early 2023. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.
IBJ Media delivers business news covering central Indiana and the entire state. The Indianapolis Business Journal and Inside Indiana Business are now part of the same family. Look to the IBJ for in-depth coverage of central Indiana's business community and tap into Inside Indiana Business for stories that extend throughout Indiana. 2 resources, unlimited business insights that help you stay informed and get ahead. Learn more at ibj.com and insideindianabusiness.com.
The Purdue University Board of Trustees approved the university's 10-year capital plan Friday, which includes funding requests the university intends to submit to the state. The biggest planned project is construction of a 200,000 square foot academic home for the College of Pharmacy and the School of Nursing. Purdue estimates construction will cost $160 million, with $89 million requested from the state. Pending project funding and approvals, construction could begin in summer 2024. With completion in fall 2026. The General Motors casting operations in Bedford will be laying off 36 workers starting in September. The Times-Mail reports the hourly workers are being cut as the plant undergoes operational changes. The company has been phasing out the production of molds used in manufacturing V6 and V8 cylinder heads. Despite these cuts, GM has announced 2 investments totaling nearly $100 million in Bedford operations since December, as the company moves towards producing more zero-emission vehicles. The South Shore Line has begun busing passengers between its Michigan City Carroll Avenue station and the Gary Metro Center as work on the double-track project in Michigan City continues. The $650 million project will add a second set of rails to single-track areas between Gary and Michigan City. The bus service will last through spring of 2023. The South Shore says train service between Gary Metro and downtown Chicago and between Carroll Avenue and South Bend will continue to operate as normal. Marathon Health has cut 94 jobs, including 12 in Indianapolis, in a corporate restructuring of its primary care operation. The private company runs dual headquarters in Indianapolis and in Vermont. The healthcare provider says the cuts amount to about 6% of its workforce and were largely to non-clinical positions. Marathon offers employer-sponsored primary care for companies in 44 states. I'm Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business Radio.